What happens when the mask doesn't come off? When playing a demon summons real demons? Hollywood calls it superstition. But these stories are more than accidents. These actors played haunted roles and paid with their lives. 1993, a rising star. The son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee signed on to play Eric Draven, a rock musician who returns from the grave as the Crow to avenge his murder and his fiancée's death. But behind the gothic makeup was a curse no one saw coming. On set, strange accidents started piling up. A crew member was electrocuted. A prop truck mysteriously caught fire. But the final tragedy came on March 31st, 1993. They were filming a scene where Eric Draven walks into his apartment and gets shot. The gun was supposed to be loaded with blanks, but nobody knew there was a real bullet tip stuck in the barrel left behind from a dummy round used for a close-up shot. When the actor pulled the trigger, the blank fired, and that hidden bullet tip launched like a real one. It pierced Brandon Lee's stomach, tore through vital organs, and lodged in his spine. He collapsed on set, bleeding out, rushed into surgery for 6 hours. But the damage was too much. At just 28, Brandon Lee died on the operating table from massive internal bleeding. It wasn't just a prop gun. It was a real bullet mistake. The kind that made Hollywood rewrite gun safety forever. Some roles break the actor, but playing the Joker broke Heath Ledger wide open. On January 22, 2008, Heath Ledger's housekeeper found him face down in his New York City loft, naked, unconscious, surrounded by prescription pill bottles scattered across the floor. Paramedics rushed in, but he was long gone. The medical report later revealed a deadly cocktail in his blood: painkillers, sleeping pills, anti-anxiety meds, oxycodone, diazepam, hydrocodone, doxylamine. Mixed together, they shut down his nervous system in his sleep. He was just 28. Some say playing the Joker pushed him into insomnia. He couldn't sleep for weeks. To rest, he took pills. Too many, too mixed. And just like that, the man who made Gotham fear laughter died alone in his bed. It wasn't just an overdose. It was the perfect storm of medicines. Some say triggered by the role that wouldn't let him sleep. But one thing was clear. Playing Gotham's smiling nightmare cost Heath Ledger his final breath. "They're here," the line that made Poltergeist one of Hollywood's most haunted horror films. But the true terror wasn't on screen. It was what happened to the cast when the cameras stopped rolling. Dominique Dunne, who played the teenage daughter Dana, was just 22 when her boyfriend, enraged with jealousy, showed up at her home in 1982, on her front lawn. In plain sight of neighbors, he grabbed her by the throat and strangled her until slipped into a coma. She died 5 days later, never waking up. Then came Heather O'Rourke, the little girl who said "they're here," fell mysteriously ill in 1988. Doctors misdiagnosed her flu symptoms, but it wasn't flu, it was an undetected bowel blockage. One morning, she collapsed at home. Her heart stopped on the operating table as surgeons tried to remove the blockage. She was just 12 years old. 2 actresses, dead before adulthood, both tied to a film about spirits that never rest. 3 haunted roles, 3 chilling deaths. Brandon Lee shot by a fake bullet that turned real. Heath Ledger swallowed by a character that stole his sleep forever. The Poltergeist cast, buried too young to ever escape the story they told. Maybe it's just bad luck. Maybe it's Hollywood secrets no one wants to explain. Or maybe, when you pretend to be haunted long enough, the darkness starts pretending to. This is the price some actors paid for playing with evil. Some stories The credits never really roll. Which role do you think was truly cursed? Comment below. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.